The Amazing Odd Kitchen, being basically a food preparation and health channel, felt obliged to do some meaningful research on the effects of this virus and possible precautionary measures that must be taken not only at the workplace but also at home. We had to seek answers to the questions that we felt were paramount to any food handling person, be it at work or at home. Can COVID-19 be passed on through food? No reported cases of COVID-19 have been linked to contamination of food. The main risk of transmission is from close contact with infected people. The advice to food businesses and consumers is to maintain good hygiene practices and to wash your hands regularly. Thorough cooking will kill the virus. How is COVID-19 passed on? The virus is commonly passed on directly, through contact with an infected person's body fluids, for example, droplets from coughing or sneezing. Indirectly, through contact with surfaces that an infected person has coughed or sneezed on. Current information suggests that the virus could survive up to 72 hours, 3 days, on hard surfaces depending on the material. However, the number of the virus will reduce considerably over that time as it dies off. Simple household disinfectants can kill it. What can food workers do to prevent the spread of COVID-19? Normal fitness to work procedures operated in food businesses should ensure that infected workers do not handle food. Staff should not work if they have any of the symptoms of COVID-19. Should an infected worker handle food, it is possible that they could introduce the virus to the food they are working on, or onto surfaces within the food business by coughing and sneezing, or through hand contact, unless they strictly follow good personal hygiene practices. These include proper hand hygiene, cough-cold hygiene practices, safe food practices, avoiding close contact with anyone showing symptoms of respiratory illness such as coughing and sneezing. Is handwashing important? Yes, handwashing is extremely important. Food workers must wash hands before starting work, after coughing, sneezing or blowing nose, before handling cooked or ready-to-eat food, after handling or preparing raw food, after handling waste, after cleaning duties, after eating, drinking or smoking, after handling money. Generally, on a regular basis. Good hygiene and cleaning are also important to avoid cross-contamination between raw or undercooked foods and cooked or ready-to-eat foods in the kitchen. What is the proper hand-washing technique? Wet hands under warm running water. Use enough soap to form a good lather. Rub all parts of hands with soap and water. Lather for at least 20 seconds, vigorously and thoroughly rubbing all hand surfaces, including the fingertips and thumbs. Rinse hands thoroughly with running water. Dry hands thoroughly, using disposable paper towels, if possible. Do food workers need to wear gloves? No. It is perfectly acceptable to prepare and handle food with bare hands provided proper hand washing procedures are in place. Gloves may be used by food workers, but they must ensure that the gloves are changed frequently and that hands are washed between glove changes and when gloves are removed. Gloves must be changed after carrying out non-food related activities, such as opening, closing doors by hand, emptying bins, handling money, etc. Food workers should be aware that wearing gloves can allow bacteria to build up on the surface of the hands. So hand washing is extremely important when gloves are removed to avoid subsequent contamination of food. It is important to wash your hands even when wearing gloves, as contaminated gloves can spread germs to your hands when removing the gloves. We thank you very much in advance for adhering to the rules and regulations laid down by the relevant authorities. We hope and pray that by holding hands and working together, we will overcome this pandemic having not counted much loss. Please stay blessed.